Hey everybody, McKyler here real quick to remind you to go check out our Patreon. We've got 7 bonus episodes up there right now and an 8th one coming up soon. If that's something that sounds fun to you, go sign up at patreon.com/doing learning. Hope to see you over there.
Welcome to Doing Learning. Your host tonight is myself, Daniel, with me, as always, McKyler. McKyler, say hello to the...
New phone, who this? Who dat?
Oh, we're going back there, huh?
Apparently. Back where?
I don't know.
In time.
Back in time?
To win. That was a cool thing to say?
Was it?
I don't know, honestly. I've always been ahead of the curve in coolness. That's why I don't know. So anyway.
Oh, it's so far behind you already?
Yeah. By the time everyone else started doing it, I'm like, wow.
Like,
sheesh.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Ancient history.
Be like me. Cool.
McKyler, what would you say you're good at?
Like genuinely or like an obscure skill?
I would say genuinely, like something you're, I guess, passionate about and good at. Okay.
I think I'm good at my job. I think I'm a good engineer.
Yeah.
I think I manage my team pretty well and able to make hard technical decisions while considering cost and schedule. I think I do a good job at my job.
Would you consider yourself an expert in where you're at or what you do?
That's a tough question. Genuinely, it's weird, right? Because I feel like I'm finally on the cusp of being able to grasp expertise, but I get paid to be an expert. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I am the one answering people's questions and I'm making decisions where nobody else has a decision. Like they're like, what should we do? And I'm like, we should do this or whatever.
Right.
It's like in that way, I'm technically an expert.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Does it feel like I am? Maybe some days.
Yeah.
Some days I feel like I got this. Some days it's like, wow, I've got another couple decades before I'm like, yeah, this guy's got it. You know what I mean?
Right. And roughly, how many hours did it take you to...
Oh my good night. What's 8 years times... It's, what are there, 1900 years in an hour?
1900 years in an hour?
The other way. Hours in a year for a working person. A full-time employee, I think, is roughly 1900.
Okay.
It's like 1921 or something. It's some dumb number. Anyway, it's 2000 times 8, 16,000 hours.
16,000 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So give me 20,000 hours and maybe, I mean, that's 10 years, right?
Right.
And then maybe I'll feel like it more. I don't know. And maybe that's imposter syndrome too. It's hard. It's a hard question to answer.
It is a hard, but you know, like I think, and I'm sure you've heard it takes 10,000 hours to become good at something, right?
Okay, cool. Sure.
That's like the common phrase, right?
All right.
10,000 hours poured into something, you become good at that. You know, doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, it's a lot of hours.
It's a lot of hours.
In terms of 40-hour work weeks, that's 5 years.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
And here's where it gets interesting.
Okay.
Because in our Western society, 10,000 hours, you're basically an expert. People rely on you. People come to you. People depend on you because you know your subject. Let's take it to Japan.
Okay.
They don't consider themselves an expert in anything unless you have 60,000 hours.
60,000? So 30 years?
30 years.
Wow.
And even then, some of them say you're never going to reach expertise because if you're not constantly learning, you're just not evolving your craft.
Okay. I see what they're getting at.
Right.
Because like you look at the guy at work who's been there for 30 years and you look at the guy who's been there for 5.
Mm-hmm.
The person with 30 years is going to have a lot more to contribute. That's why they get paid more, right?
Right.
Just because they can skip years worth of knowledge gap just to be like, it won't work because of this.
Right.
And it's like, that would have taken you years to figure out.
Yeah.
But boom, I already had that experience. Now you get to do it in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So I get that. My counterpoint
Yeah, go for it.
to all of Japanese culture, I'm going to take them on, apparently, is there a difference between expertise and mastering something?
I think
Because I feel like there's a nuance there.
Maybe
Because I might agree if you say master.
Yeah, that might be my mistake. Yes, mastery.
Mastery?
Mastery.
Okay.
Because what I'm alluding to is master craftsman.
Mm-hmm.
The Japanese have a term called, I'm sorry if I butcher this, but it's Takumi,
Okay.
which is basically you are a master craftsman.
Okay.
You, at your whatever
your craft is. Okay.
And
Interesting.
You're always chasing this Takumi.
Sure.
You're always
Okay.
trying to perfect your art. You're
Okay.
always trying to push the boundary or be better.
Okay. I like that.
And that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about Takumi. Not only, obviously, I've already told you what it is. It's people pouring their blood, sweat, tears, and time into what they are good at.
That's cool.
And obviously, I have examples, and it'll lead me to one of, I think, is the greatest examples of Takumi.
Okay.
So we'll just kind of dive in. If you need to interject, ask questions at any given point, just let me know, pause, and we'll try to expand on it. I have a few stories here or there, but not like in depth. So I would love to like in depth discuss with you what you think of stuff.
No, I'm excited to hear what you have to say about it. Because I feel like maybe it's because of like jaded American culture and it's really easy to be negative. Mm-hmm. That goes across the board, I would say. But like one of the things that many people say it and Americans say it about themselves too, is that like, because America is so melting pot.
Yeah.
Then you have to look at really, really localized places to find culture. So like broadly speaking, it's like American culture is just like a blob. It's very blobby.
Yeah.
And we don't have like that identity necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't have this relationship with honing in on a craft.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just having that loftier goal as you even start into something and having that in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like that is a missing piece that most people don't have. I think some people do.
Right.
And they're chasing that regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really I'm really interested to hear about culture.
Yes.
Because I don't know that we get a lot of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Which, you know what? I won't get ahead of myself because there's...
Stick to your plan, Daniel.
So the first story I just want to talk to you about is I like knives. I think, I
do know that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I just think knives in general are cool. I think blacksmithing is cool. Like, not that I've ever done it or anything, but it would be awesome to do, like, make a knife or something.
Yeah. I just want to hit like a hot metal thing with the hammer.
Right.
Because it feels like it looks really hard.
Yes.
And it probably is. But also you're like squishing metal.
Yeah.
And there is something like really primal.
Right.
Or like just barely post primal, I suppose. Anyway, it would be cool to squish metal.
Right. No, I agree. I love, and I think just doing that is just an art form in itself. And I know there's a lot of masters, or what I would consider, because I'm like, I don't know a lot. If I see somebody doing it, I think they're just skillful, right? Like if I see like a blacksmith, no matter, I'm not going to see the imperfections of things, right?
Yeah.
They're going to see the imperfections of them, and maybe they're going to be like, oh, it's fine. It's good enough for general public or whatever.
Right.
But there's this knife maker who they say listens to the voice of the
Oh
steel.
my gosh. That's some poetry.
Yeah. And
I'm gonna be looking at pictures, right?
you,
This is gonna happen.
like you are going to.
When you tell me the name, I'm gonna search it like right now.
So there's an elderly blacksmith named Takahisa Yagaguchi. Do you want me to spell that for you?
I gotta type the whole thing. Keep going. I'm ready.
Takahisa.
I'm gonna guess. I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay. Yamaguchi.
I got this. I think Japanese is fairly phonetic.
Yeah, I think so.
Knives. Okay. Takahisa Yamaguchi knives.
He's one of the last masters of his kind.
Okay.
He specializes in making hocho, which are traditional Japanese kitchen knives.
Yep.
They're prized by sushi chefs around the world.
They look a lot like what you think of like a butcher's knife, except for the point is a little different. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, you'd be looking at a knife.
Yeah. Beautiful. I mean, I can appreciate a nice looking knife. I honestly would get one in a heartbeat, except I'm the price point.
I was going to ask. I was about to go look.
I'll wait for that for your.
Yeah. When you hear me gasp, you'll know why. Knifejapan.com.
Wow.
Oh. Well, there's only. This is a weird website, man.
What are you getting yourself into?
I don't know, man. This one says it's Homie Kaijiya /Yamaguchi. So I don't know if it's the exact one you're talking about. $100.
That's not
No,
too bad.
that's not. That makes me feel like I'm looking in the wrong spot. So I'm gonna keep looking while you're.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this is the weirdest website. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
It says shot by brand, and it's just a bunch of pictures of Japanese people.
Oh man.
So I'm not gonna find it.
So he uses high carbon steel, right? So that's one of the metals he uses. But he listens to the metal. Like,
right.
So he doesn't just watch the steel change color or shape, like as most traditional. He also listens to the metal.
Okay.
When he hits the steel, it rings, right? There's like a certain ding, ding, right? When you're working the metal. And this is getting very, I guess, technical, but in a broad spectrum.
Bring it. I'm ready.
As the molecules align and the blade's internal stresses even out, the pitch of the sound changes ever so slightly. So as it's getting, straightened out, everything needs to go where it needs to go. The pitch changes slightly. To him, a duller ping means the blade isn't ready. A crisp high note means that the structure has reached the right tension and hardness. So he's literally just listening to the right pitch of the metal.
Okay.
The crazier part is that many students that come and learn from him to be a master crafts such as him, they come in with like, okay, how does he do it? Let's take notes. Let's look at him. Let's see what he's doing. And they're like, okay, for example, he's heating it up for 3 minutes. Okay. He heated it up for 3 minutes and then he pulled it out. He hit it 40 times and then he put it back into the heat, just for like 30 seconds, pulled it back out, hit it a couple more times. Right.
Yeah.
But their process, every written process they ever do never works out the way that he pulls it out.
Yeah.
Because he says that you have to adjust everything. You have to listen to the quote unquote voice of the metal.
Get rid of the formula.
Yeah.
And go with the rhythm of your heart, dude.
Yeah. He's
the
like,
rhythm of the street.
And I said, hey, hey.
Sorry.
Arthur reference in case you guys never got that. But he says it may be like you may think that this steel is the same steel, but everything changes. It varies in temperature of the heat, the humidity in the air, even the daily weather. If the weather is just slightly off by a few degrees, that changes everything in the blade. And that only comes with years and years and years of honing your skill, that one skill that you have to like,
man,
really make a fine blade.
Dude, I'm having a hard time finding my words because I love everything that you're saying. And I love the poetry of it. And I love the idea behind it and going and honing a craft and getting good at a thing.
Right.
What this guy is doing is basic metallurgy.
Yeah.
And he's just doing it by feel. Mm-hmm. And it feels like it's John Henry. It's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he is just doing it by hand and he's figured it out.
Yeah.
But like if you, this is the engineer in me coming out.
No,
it's like, look at the blade, do the composition, figure out what the metallurgy is, reproduce it. Like,
yeah,
it's not that crazy.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
But to do it by hand and by ear certainly takes some amount of mastery.
Oh, yeah.
Could you reproduce this using other means? The engineer in me says absolutely.
Well, and
that's what it's like. I feel guilty even saying that.
No, I agree. And maybe that's what you're looking at when you find.
Maybe that's why it's only $100.
Because they have figured out his technique.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey,
like, what's the ring? This is the crystalline structure of the metal.
Yep.
It's science.
Yes. But like you said, to his credit, to be able to do it without going in.
That is cool.
That is something special.
Yeah. And the other thing that came into my mind on this one specifically is I'm a music guy too. Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with the concept of perfect pitch?
I am.
Homie got perfect pitch.
Yeah.
At least for one pitch.
Yep.
So it's like if you you could just get like Jacob Collier to sit in the room with you and he'd be like, it's done.
Yeah.
I don't know. So that's like,
hey man, no more hammer. You're done.
It's like, could you hit one that's right? Ping. Okay, cool. I got it. Yeah. And then you just go till they tell you to stop. So anyway.
No.
I do not want to discredit this guy or the people that do this kind of thing, because I do think it's super cool to work things with your hands.
Yeah, like that. And I think it works especially in the world of tradition, right? Because chefs sometimes wait years for one of his knives, and they say that the difference between his knife and other knives, it just somehow feels alive. It feels like the knife wants to cut. Like it was obviously made for that purpose, but just with a little more care in it. Yeah. To be like, yes, this is the craft that I've perfected and it's going to do what it's meant to do and be good at it. So it's like people just honing their craft and making it available to people. And I think it's just maybe having something that wasn't machine made makes a difference to some, like a lot of these chefs.
It's very it's very endearing. Yeah. Of like, well, there's a few things again. And maybe it's because the first thing that you asked me was, and then I answered is like as an engineer, which is you lean on your science far more than anything. You developed a gut feel and that kind of stuff too. Right. But at the end of the day, it's science. Yeah. And it's not my opinions. It's facts of how the world works. Yeah. I love the poetry of the things that you're saying and stuff like that too. I can pretty much guarantee you it's psychology. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah. Okay. You waited how many years for that knife? That thing better want to cut through some stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. It better be dancing. It better be singing, you know? And how much money did you spend on it? Yeah. It better be better than that $100 knife that you can get tomorrow. So, but I also love to buy like handmade things.
Oh yeah, because even
it's so charming.
Yeah, and I feel like when stuff is mass produced, you basically get the copy, right?
Yeah.
Of the same thing.
Yeah.
I think when it's handmade, there's always slight imperfections.
One of one.
Yeah. And that's cool to have.
Yeah, I like that.
And I think that's a big driver of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like true uniqueness, because maybe he forged it a little different that day, or,
Yeah.
whatever. I'm not an expert on how forging works.
Yeah.
But,
apparently to him, every little thing can make a huge difference.
Yeah.
So, is he trying to get the exact same thing every time, or there's got to be a little window?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's not a point; it's a little range.
Mm-hmm.
So there'd be a little bit of variation
Right.
between a set of knives.
I wonder if
It's very fun.
What he thinks of massively produced knives that are still on a technicality,
Yeah.
the same grade, if not higher than his knife.
I would wonder. I mean, I'm sure it's easy to scoff at it because of the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into it.
Right.
And it's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's just so John Henry,
Yeah.
and it's just what is better. It's like, I don't know. It becomes subjective at that point because you've found optimal.
Right.
So then better than optimal is subjective.
Yeah.
So that makes a lot of sense. I want to try one.
I
want to use one.
I would love to use one for sure.
I want to see if it starts flying around the kitchen trying to cut stuff.
Just like, I was gonna just do one chicken breast, but I ended up doing a whole.
I had to go back to the store. I took the knife to the store, just started cutting everything.
They gave me a job.
Yeah. It's like, where are you? I'm at the deli. Working overtime.
So here's another one for you. Here's
Okay.
another little story.
Are we moving on from knives?
Yeah, we're moving on from knives.
Okay.
And maybe a little. Actually, no. Let me give you another.
I like that, though.
Let me give you another smaller one
Okay.
of traditional stuff. This one kind of
Okay.
blows my mind because I personally don't understand it. I
Okay.
can't appreciate it.
Okay.
But there's this lady also in Japan. She does a lot of. I'm gonna hurt myself for not writing it down, but it's somewhere here, or like at least noting it. But she is a paper artist.
Okay.
So she gets.
Can I ask a dumb question?
Go for it.
Origami?
No.
Okay.
No, she gets like big pieces of paper
Uh-huh.
and she cuts it out and like it's like decorative. It has a name of it.
Dude, I'm thinking of the things they do in Latin American countries where they string them across on wires. That's what's in my head. You know what I mean? The colorful paper.
Kind of like that, yes, but like more
What is that called?
Japanese-esque
Sure.
style, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know where this is used, if it's just art galleries or if it's just like decorative. I don't
Sure.
know. I don't know, to be honest. I saw the video of it, and don't get me wrong, it looks cool, it looks awesome, it looks beautiful. I just don't get what the intrigue behind it is.
At least a knife cuts stuff.
Right.
It's got some utility.
Yeah. And
So, I mean, it sounds like it's art.
right.
Which has a different kind of utility.
Yeah. But it's a cool story of her telling that she used to use Western paper to do her
Okay.
big cutouts and show it and display it and
Sure.
her projects, until she started getting into the art form of making your own paper.
Oh,
So she started doing the whole
Yep.
pulp, whatever.
I've always kind of wanted to try it.
It seems really intriguing and really awesome.
Yeah.
And just, I don't want to say simple, but in essence,
Yeah.
it seems simple enough to make to do.
Dude, that's exactly what you're talking about. Simple in concept, complicated in mastery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you see her, she is doing her own paper because she said that Western paper can last 100 years,
Okay.
like for her art.
Sure.
Japanese paper can last 1,000 years. So her artwork can basically live for a long time.
Oh, okay.
That was her.
I like the idea. The claim is bold.
Yeah. But
Maybe there's some truth to it because it's made out of different material.
right. And
that's interesting. Yeah, I like that.
she was showing how in Western paper, when it's mass produced, they have it down to a science, right? They know how to mass produce it. They do it.
Yep.
They cut it. They ship it. You get what you get. You get a thing of paper.
They're all
white.
identical. Yep.
They're all white. They're all off-white. They're all off. But she says when you're making your own paper, even the slightest thing can change the color of it.
Sure.
So then you can get more flexibility on color, of like graininess or thickness, or
Yeah, it's another medium to express your artistic expression. I'm repeating myself.
Yeah. And then she also, she was thinking out, like, because she's one of those that she loves tradition, but she wants to push that boundary.
Yeah.
So she started thinking, why make these beautiful pieces, but so flat, to hang out on a wall, to put on the floor.
I want to see a picture of whatever you're talking about.
Yeah.
Whenever you find the name of it or remember it or think of it.
I will have to find it.
That's fine.
But,
okay, but we're going in 3 dimensions now.
But because of the paper stronger and can withstand it, she makes like these 3D ones. And then I was like, okay, this one I would understand. It's a little cooler of a piece. Like she like cuts it out all flat, right? Like she's like thinking way, like the way her brain works, because it's like a flat piece, and you just see her cutting it out, and then all of a sudden she like starts putting strings on certain parts of it and like pulling it up, hanging it up, and then all of a sudden you have like this 3D like tiger looking, made completely out of paper.
Weird.
That was just cut out, and like the face shape comes into form. Like, wow, that like I can't comprehend how she did that because it's a large scale thing.
Yeah.
Like you think about like a big throw rug.
Yeah.
Like I have a hard time conceptualizing how artists visualize art pieces that huge, how you keep everything together, uniform and proportionate, because portion is everything.
Sure. Yeah, if you mess that up, that tiger's not going to look right.
Yeah. So, and then she just works on that. She's keeping tradition in keeping the, tradition of paper making, but pushing the boundary of more modern art with an old tradition.
That's pretty cool.
Which I thought was cool. Like, and she in herself, she's a Takumi in her own way, art form, by not only by keeping tradition, but she's becoming an expert in her own thing.
Sure,
it's her own little niche. It goes to say you don't have to follow a certain thing, right? Like a certain trade or a certain ancient thing. You can veer off, make your own path, and still be a master at your craft, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, that's super cool. That's really clever.
Yeah.
Like even without seeing it, just what's in my head too is just like the amount of forethought and how does she do it? 60,000 hours. That's how she does it.
Yeah.
She's done it before a lot. That's kind of how she knows. I'm sure.
Exactly. And it's just like, I can't, like, just thinking about that, like, I know we're barely in our 30s, like 60,000 hours is 30 years. Like I can't even think of a thing that I'm nearly an expert or halfway there to be like, oh yeah, I know how to do this, and I'll be an expert by the time I'm 60.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. If you decided to do something starting now, all you'd have to do is live one one more of your current lifetimes.
Yeah.
As long as you've been around, do it again.
Yes.
Then you'll be a master at it.
Right.
It's pretty wild.
It is wild.
But I get it. I get it. Cause that stuff doesn't just happen. I mean, she's probably naturally inclined in that way, but then to, like you said, take it to the next level, that takes effort.
Yeah. And we'll put a pause on the tradition of the old and bring a Takumi expert in modern day, like what it is to be one now.
Okay.
Right. There is a whole team, not just a single guy, but in this video, it's like an hour-long movie that I saw. It kind of goes over a few people that are true Takumi, right?
Cool.
He is a final inspector for Toyota.
Okay.
So basically cars go down the lines, getting built and all this stuff. And then it goes into his little room. And I'm sure you can imagine it's a final inspection room. It's just got kind of like a tunnel. And this tunnel has lights everywhere to see all the imperfections and everything. But he says, it's not up to my eyes. It's not up to the lights to see the imperfections. It's up to my hands. So he'll literally run his hands all up and down the car, just feeling every little thing. Of course, eyesight does come into play, right?
Sure. Yeah, I know what he's talking about. Like I get that though. That one I can actually identify with. Mm-hmm. Maybe you knew this about me. I spent a couple of summers working at an auto body. I worked on semi trucks, getting them ready for when they would wreck. Mm-hmm. We would fix them and then paint them.
Oh, I don't know if I actually knew that.
Yeah. So my job was to do most of I never did any of the painting, but I did like all of the prep. So pulling parts off and then putting new parts on, like I would do that. And then I would sand stuff or Bondo them or whatever.
Yeah.
100%. Sometimes you can feel way more than you can see. So I get that.
Yeah.
So it's pretty neat. Yeah, I get it.
And it said like each member of this team, minimum 25 years of experience.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to see like, and I can't say this to 100% guaranteed because I don't know, right? But I think I'm fairly certain and fairly confident in saying these guys aren't saying this for TV. They're not saying it because the cameras are rolling.
Sure.
They're saying it because they're experts and they actually take pride in their work, right?
Yeah.
There was this scene where he's kind of like going through everywhere and then he like calls his supervisor over and his supervisor, hey, what's going on? And he like runs his hands kind of on the door. Yeah. It's on the passenger door around the window. And he's like, see here and here. And he's like, yeah, he's like, it's slightly off. And the supervisor kind of like looks at it or, whatever. He's like, what are you suggesting? And he's like, I think down the line somewhere, maybe something got misaligned or maybe we're not to the right degree of straightness.
Sure.
And the supervisor said, okay, what do you recommend? And he's like, and he like feels it again. And he's like, if we can tighten it to the, just turn it just a little bit by 0.3 millimeters, we'll be there. And I was like, 0.3 millimeters? You can just, I'm no expert in any way, shape or form. So I don't know if I would be able to even notice 0.3 millimeters.
I'm going to do, I gotta check something. Point 0.3?
0.3.
Okay, that's 12 thousandths of an inch.
12 thousandths?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's bigger than you'd think.
Okay.
Actually, it's I'm looking for something around. I would think so, like a credit card, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
I think a credit card is probably 30 thousandths of an inch.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit, depending on which card. It might be a little bit thicker. So it's like you could grab 12 thousandths of an inch. It's like a I actually have a thing at work. I deal with things on that scale.
Yeah.
To where like I care a lot about 1,000th of an inch. So I'm like, I'm vibing with this guy.
Yeah.
I don't put my hands all over stuff.
Yeah.
But on that scale, it would be really, really tough. But I do have like a little 3D printed gauge because it's really hard to convince people how difficult things are when they get small like that. So I print it off like,
right.
Hey, this is what 0.1 inches is. This is 50 thousandths. This is 30, 20, and 10. So my 10,000th, my little piece that I have, it's like one layer of a 3D print or 2 layers or something like that.
Okay.
So slightly bigger than what you'd think.
Okay. It's just a millimeter. Just like, it just seems so minuscule.
Yeah. I mean, it's tiny. It is absolutely tiny.
Right.
But I do think it's bigger than what you think. But still to be able to tell, that's pretty, it's hard to believe, certainly.
Yes. I just feel like these people know what it's supposed to feel like.
Yeah.
And know what it's supposed to look like.
Yep.
And they know exactly what to look for.
Yep.
And I mean, that you can't just come in day one and train for that, and be like, okay, you're loose in a week. Go be our final inspection. Like you can't.
No.
It would never happen.
Yeah. No way. Yeah. That repetition, getting that memory into your fingers. Yeah, man, I get what they're getting at too. Cause, that was one thing that at the body shop too. Even just like trying to find your low spots or your high spots and stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
When you're feeling your sanding, like, I would do it then, and I would do it for doing other stuff. But like, I would either look away or shut my eyes and then feel it.
Yeah.
And then like get to a spot and then like move and then do it again and feel it. And then if see if you end up in the same spot. Oh, then you're like, okay, I'm not crazy. I did feel something.
That makes
kind of sort of thing.
Yep.
Which I think like that part is probably where they get really, really natural on it. But like, I still do it today on like, if you're working on something that you can't see, I will shut my eyes and just go completely by feel. And then you could see a lot better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're like working on your car or whatever like that, and like you're got something blind or whatever, and like I will shut my eyes in order to like visualize what I feel better.
I see what you mean on that, because I used to do that a lot in my old job. Like, because there's some places you just can't do.
Yep.
Like I specifically remember like changing seals on pumps.
Yeah.
Like the pump, it's big itself, like maybe not huge, but I don't know what is that, like a
foot and a half
by like, I don't know, a footish.
Sure.
So like by no means is it small, and I could see the seal, but once you put like a tool in your hand,
you lose it.
You can't see anything. So it's like you have to see with your hands at that point. And you're right. A lot of the time I would just put on my headphones, get lost in the music, and let my hands do the work.
Yeah.
And in that sense, yes, I can. But I think it's awesome that there's still master craftsmen in modern day times. Like you don't lose,
because the rest of that process is automated.
Yes, exactly. It's a beautiful harmony between technology and the human touch still.
Yeah.
Like, because even Toyota has said themselves, like, you can train machines to paint, you can train machines to spot these things, you can do all this, but the human touch you can't replace, at least not yet, you just can't beat it.
True.
The you can have cameras being like, oh, certain lights, like, oh, the wave is wrong on this, but there's something about it that you just can't replace, at least not yet, or in the near future. I don't think.
Yeah, right. Yeah, difficult to reproduce, certainly.
Yeah. So I think it's amazing to have masters works in the modern day, which gives me kind of hope that people can still like be like, if they wanted to right now, like I want to hone my skills to one thing, but it seems so old fashioned. No, there's things, there's still things today that you can do. Which kind of it does bring me to what started this whole investigation. The thing that I actually wanted to talk about, but I wanted to build up to it.
Okay.
It's still in the same realm.
Okay.
It's what people would say probably the best example.
Okay, right. Yeah. You led with this. You told me you were going to do this to me.
The best example of Takumi.
Would I ever guess it?
Probably, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Like if you would guess it to the correct name, but I bet you could maybe guess the industry. I did not set myself up for success on guessing. Very little information. I'm gonna go outside paper, outside knives, outside automobiles. I don't know. Music doesn't feel right. What else is there? I don't know. Well, before I give
the guessing game is like the worst part of our show, I'm sure.
Before I give the big reveal, here is the picture. I remember what the artist and her. Here's some of her artwork. Okay. I'm handing McKyler my phone so he can see kind of some of the grandest scale.
Oh, that's a gator. Weird.
Yeah, it's just crazy art with cutout paper.
Some of that makes me wildly uncomfortable. She does not look 60.
She does not.
I keep thinking all these people are really old.
No, she is, I think at the time of the film, nearing 40.
So she'd been doing this since she was 10.
Yeah.
According to their
maths.
I like the gator.
Yeah.
I don't like whatever's to the right of the gator.
But yeah, just so you can get a little more
that's cool
feel. Yeah, the one that's to the right of the gator.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I think it's
it looks goopy.
It looks goopy. But anyways, carpentry.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that would
right. Makes sense.
I don't know. I feel like in my brain, I already checked that box off before we got to knives.
But I want to talk about a specific company. And it, oh my gosh, the company is called Congo Gumi.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
No. Should I have?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Why not?
Probably not. There's two things that I believe make this company really, really special. The first and the craziest thing, it is the world's oldest company.
Huh.
At over 1,400 years.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
So like
I forget how old stuff is.
Yeah.
Like we're sitting here at the United States being like, next year is the 250th anniversary, right? And we're like, woo. And they're like, yeah, whatever.
I had some facts on here. What that, like, kind of putting that into perspective, right? Like, what 1,400 years. Like, what does that mean? Oh my gosh, where's my little list? Fun perspectives. When this company was founded, the Roman Empire had only fallen a century earlier.
Yeah.
The Mayan civilization was still in full swing, and paper had just reached Japan from China.
Huh.
So just kind of to put it in perspective, this company is old. So the way this company was founded, there was this King Prince, and he wanted to bring Buddhism to Japan.
Okay.
But he did not trust the carpenters in Japan to build his temple for his religion, right? So he hired Korean carpenters.
Okay.
He hired 3 of them, and they all got together and made this temple. Cool thing about it is, unbeknownst to me, while in Japan, I saw this temple.
What?
So
that's cool.
It was really awesome. Like, it makes me sad, but like happy too, because there's so much culture there. You can't know everything.
You're gonna miss some stuff.
Yeah,
you got to be okay with missing stuff when you're
oh
traveling.
my god, yeah. But the fact that I got to see it, why?
And you get to reminisce about it and look at it through a different lens now.
Yeah, now I look at it and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I was there. I got to see that. I was literally standing at the base of it. And of course, now I can't find the picture. So this is the first Buddhist temple that they built.
It's tall.
It's pretty tall.
I don't know why I thought it'd be more squat.
It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories, or at least 5 platforms that they kind of stack on top of each other.
So that wood building is 1,400 years old.
Yeah.
Huh.
They used, I'm sure you're familiar with it, the joists, what are they called? The Maya Daiku joinery. The seamless.
I've seen the joinery.
Yeah,
I don't know that particular one, but I like watching Japanese joinery is really cool.
I mean, they're seamless, no nail.
Yep.
It's like everything just slots into each other.
Yep.
And these guys just figured out the importance of these guys is the fact that they knew how much a temple, they know the sacredness of it.
Uh-huh.
They know that they want it to last and they want to preserve it as long as possible. When you use those joineries, right, they slide in together and there's no nails. That's one of the requirements. No metal to rust anything. When you put these joineries together, they're proofing it for earthquakes and typhoons.
Yeah.
Like they withstand those forces.
Yeah.
And out of these 3 carpenters, the Congo is the surname of one of the guys, one of the carpenters.
Okay.
So
sure.
as soon as they built this temple, he's like, I'm going to make a company because Buddhism is going to take off and they're going to need carpenters. So he took it upon himself to, because he was already a master at his craft, and he took it upon himself to teach his children and anybody wanted to learn. So 40 plus generations of just, this is what you're doing. This is what you're going to do. This is what we're doing now.
So you're taking your 60,000 hours for one person's mastery, and of course, handing down as much of that and
as you
accumulating more than your 60,000.
Right.
That's crazy.
Because you have this, you're not only going to learn new things in your lifetime, you're going to get taught directly from a master that's already done that lifetime. And that's what makes this company really special, because they have not lost that way of the knowledge that they had in the beginning. It's still the knowledge that they have now, and they've preserved the knowledge of it.
That's really cool.
Unfortunately, in 2006, the economy bubble burst in Japan, and they went under.
What? get that government bailout.
Luckily for them,
I don't know if they do that.
I don't know. Luckily for them, there was another company that saw I guess how crucial the tradition is, and that there's still a need. So they bought them outright. They're like, we got you.
Huh.
So the family, as of 2006, is not the owner of the company.
Sure.
But the traditions of the family keep on with this company. They still run that company as if it was family ran, like the traditions of learning and everything.
It's kind of wild to me that they could do, I mean, 1400 years is a long time. Certainly they saw their fair share of strife.
Mm-hmm.
You give enough time, it's going to get hard at some point.
Yeah.
A lot of points. And for it to crumble in 2006 is just really, it's kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah.
It's kind of lame. It's just like, oh, come on, 2006. Come on.
Yeah, right. But they have,
That's very cool though that they're still around.
They've kept tradition, but they're very much kept up with the times, as one should. I think they, as funny as it seems, they do implement CAD into their whole work, because they're like, it's an easy way to like visualize everything, put everything where it needs to go, and keep moving. Like you use the technology you can, right?
Sure.
But still being able to hold on to those traditions.
Sure.
In the video I saw, it's crazy, because there's a bunch of people there in the company, right? But it follows one guy, and it makes me, I get bummed out that the video is only, an hour long, and it goes over 4 masters. So you don't get very much time with each one of them.
Spend an hour with each one of them.
Exactly. But something that he said that kind of stuck with me, which is crazy to think about. He says in Kongo Gumi, there's basically three major players. There's a planer, there's a chisel, and there's a saw. And he says you can learn all of them and never be a master, or you can pick one and be a master. Like, and to me, that seems crazy, because I feel like you can be a master craftsman in woodworking with all of them, but in their tradition, that doesn't exist.
I feel like you could get sawing kind of for free, and the other ones take a little bit more finesse, but maybe I'm missing something.
But he chose the planer. He says
that one seems the hardest.
He says it's the easiest and also the hardest.
Oh, whatever. Okay.
Because it's, planing, you kind of get the motion, but like to get it
Dude, have you ever hand planed something?
I have. I freaking catch on things all the time.
Oh, it probably didn't help that the hand plane that I bought was like, it might have been from Harbor Freight. So it was like a $6 hand plane, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, that probably didn't help, but
yeah.
Before I forget, I've seen videos, and maybe it's based around this too. Mm-hmm. It's a competition. Maybe it is in Japan, where they do a planing competition.
I've seen them. Yeah.
To do, what is it, like the longest and thinnest plane?
Yep. It's
really weird. It comes off. It doesn't even look like a piece, like part of wood.
It just like they're just grabbing it, so like it doesn't.
It looks like noodles, or it's weird.
It's
soft.
Really weird. But that's what this guy does. Like he's just playing. Like, it's crazy to see like the little video montage that they do.
Yeah.
And it's him in the morning sharpening his planer. Like, he gets the blade out. Is what is it called? The whetstone.
Yep.
And he's just there doing it, sharpening it, making sure it's good, and then he puts it in, and then you just see him kind of just planing, and paper thin.
Oh yeah.
Like just making sure it's perfect. And he's just like, this is a lifetime of work passed down from my master and his master and another. I'm like, the connection you might feel within, like, maybe you didn't know him, 30 generations before, but it's the skills that you're learning now. You're doing
everything exactly the same way.
Yeah.
The tradition is cool like that.
Yeah.
That you, have a relationship with generations past. Really. Yeah.
But I think in its essence, I think because he's the planer is the one that says, because other ones say, yes, I have maybe like, I'm very close to Takumi. He's the one that said, Takumi is not something you are. It's something you strive for.
Sure.
And I think that's cool. Yeah. I think it's something that I kind of want to implement in my life. Like, sure. I know I'm never going to be a master at something because it's just how I am. I don't think I will ever be.
It's like a really, really, oh man, I don't know the right word for it. It's like a really genuine, lighthearted, I don't know, like a soft take on ambition. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like if Slytherin wasn't all evil people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's like if Hufflepuff was Slytherin or something. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I see that.
Sorry for the obscure take. But I like that of having a goal, and it's like maybe you're the best at it, but don't stop there.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. And I think that's a cool way to think about things. Like, I can always learn more. Somebody can always teach me something.
Yeah, exactly.
Because having that openness is, I think that's the best way to work with somebody. Like, I'm sure you've worked with people that like, oh, I know how it goes. Like, that's not how it, like, I don't care if there's a better way. This is the way I've always done it. Like, it's kind of hard to work with those people, as opposed to like, I have 30 years of experience, but if there's an easier way, like, I'll tell you where I've had difficulties, but we can open up the discussion.
100%.
Those people are amazing to work with.
Yep. Yeah, a lot nicer than the former.
Yeah.
That's the way we've always done it, is like my least favorite thing to hear. It's like, maybe it's time to try something different because we're doing crazy stuff. Let's go make some crazy decisions that we haven't before.
Right.
Let's get a little sideways. But I was going to say with the joinery, the way that I was familiar with it, that I knew about it, I saw a video at one point where I don't know why, but one weird thing that happens when you do joinery like that and you're building houses and buildings and stuff like that, you can completely disassemble it, move it, and rebuild it.
Yes.
So I watched a video of them moving a house piece by, like, they just took it apart. Mm-hmm. They made, like, they labeled all the pieces.
Yes.
They kept track of where every piece goes. They took it completely apart, moved it, and put it back together.
I think that's
like what?
Like the precision that you have to have.
Yeah.
For those joints to go in perfectly, and not only perfectly, but like have enough looseness, because like wood breathes, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's aged together. And so it can only go back one way.
Yeah.
Even if you have similar parts. So
yeah.
I also think it's pretty amazing that logistically you can keep track of all of the individual parts of a house.
Dude, that would be a logistical nightmare. I'd be like, no, please, no. Because I'm thinking about it like, oh, this wall, just spray paint a big A. Those A's have to go back together. Yeah. This one's B. Those go back together.
Yeah, like, why do I have two 18s?
No, but it is amazing that, you can
definitely. It's really cool that you can do that.
And I think that's part of what the company does now is like, obviously some wood deteriorates and whatnot.
Because if that building's been around for 1,400 years, that's what I'm thinking, is just like, you have to do some maintenance on it.
Yeah. And that's what they mainly focus on, because I think part of the reason the company failed is like, once you build enough temples, nobody's building more temples.
They build themselves out of a job.
Yeah, kind of. So now they focus on restoration and upkeep.
Yeah.
Which is
because it's probably very hard to find people that can redo that specific thing.
Yeah, like you said, they have to go back exactly the same way. What if you need to replace that whole piece?
Yep.
You need somebody that knows how to do it.
That exact perfect piece
Yeah.
and understands all of the intricacies of that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah. So I don't know at what point, because like it's hard to commit to something, right?
Yeah.
At what point in your childhood life do you be like, I'm gonna become a Congo Gumi, I'm gonna become, I'm gonna go work for them and become a planer for the rest of my life?
Right. I would have a hard time telling myself something like that, because all of the things that, well, I mean, aside from maybe the art lady with the paper, because that kind of seems in a way limitless, and I know these guys would disagree with me on saying this, but planing is planing.
Yeah.
And it's a very simple thing. Like you said, it's simple but complex.
Right.
Easy to do, maybe hard to master. Right. At the end of the day, like, there's not a lot of variation in that job.
Yeah.
In that task. So just the patience to be like, I'm going to focus in such a small thing, one action. Like, I'm going to be the best at this motion.
Yeah.
Right. And just pulling that plane across a board. I can't imagine it changes that much from board to board. And again, they would disagree with me. They're like, every board's different and whatever. It's just like, they're not that different. They're different. I get it. But like, I don't know. There's not a lot of variety.
And that
would be hard for me.
For me, I agree. It's very hard. Like that's what amazes me on the fact that they survived this long. Yeah. Because I would feel like somewhere along the line, like even if it's your dad and your grandpa and your great grandpa that did it, one of you is going to be like, no, I don't want to do this. I want to go do something else.
Yeah. What else is there?
Yeah. So the fact that they've kept it alive, and I'm sure they're going to keep it alive for
as long as they can. Why stop now? Yeah. Although it's 2006, almost got him. Yeah. That would have been so disappointing. Like, world's oldest company, and they just ended. Could you imagine? Someone had to bail them out, right? Right. Like, you can't let that record die.
No. And honestly, let's just say it did die. Can somebody else beat it? Really? Truly?
Yeah, I don't know.
Especially because, like, we're not building industries that are gonna, I mean, maybe, yes, people want to build industry that lasts, but they change so often. It's like,
well, I think that's a different conversation because we are living literally in exponential times. Yes. And so for the last 1400 years, basically nothing has changed. Yeah. I mean, if you really look at things, like, I can't remember. I saw something the other day, just one, whatever, for compression and exponentiation of how time works and how life works or whatever like that. Like, the life expectancy for a person, for like 50% of the population, didn't break 35 until like the 1800s. You know what I mean? So it's just like, not a lot has changed in the last, 1300 years, and then the last 100 years has been crazy. Yeah. So we're absolutely on an upward tick. So to be able to pinpoint something today that will last in 1400 years is a way different conversation than what 1400 years ago would still be applicable today. Right. Because in 10 years, it might be deprecated. Yeah. Totally, completely just moving on. Yep. Yeah. And yeah. And like you said, that's a whole other conversation for sure. Yeah. I've got some stuff cooking up that'll eventually come up, and we'll talk about that one. But I won't be ready for a little while. So I'll tease you with that one.
Sweet.
Is there more?
No.
I have one thing that I wanted to add to this as my own personal experience kind of with this mastery type stuff is, when I went to the Netherlands earlier this year, one of the places we did fish doorbell follow up, which I talked a lot about my trip, but I don't think I talked about going to the city of Delft. Oh, did I talk to you about that?
I don't recall.
So Delft is world famous for their Delft blue porcelain. You've seen it.
Okay.
It's just white porcelain with blue patterns painted on it.
Like the plates and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plates, cups, whatever. Vases, whatever.
Yeah.
So we decided to go to this town and check it out. And of course, I wasn't as versed with what on earth was going on with this, because I did a different part of the planning of the trip, because I do more like the logistics and getting us around kind of sort of thing. Right. And my wife does an excellent job of here's this really, really cool niche experience. Let's go do that. Yeah. And then we put all the pieces together. Right. So she knew what we were getting into.
You do the edges of the puzzles. She infills it.
That's it. That's exactly it. I don't know what the picture looks like, but I know where the flat parts go. That's me totally. So she's like, hey, there's this porcelain factory that's really, really famous for producing this one specific textile. Let's go to the town, because the town looked cool too. And we're like, let's go walk around. Let's go to the factory. Let's go do a tour. Let's go see what's going on.
Yeah.
So we walked over there and we went in there, and it was bonkers cool. It was shocking how neat it was. Totally caught us off guard. Even my wife was surprised with just how cool it was. We knew it was going to be good, but it was like, wow, that was really, really cool. But it's kind of the same thing. They've been around since their story is really interesting, because they're really famous for it. But the reason that they even started doing it in the first place is because of global trade, and the Chinese were doing it, and they're like, that's cool, let's do that. And they just started to replicate it. And then they kind of took that and then did they mastered that. Yeah. And then for the last couple hundred years, it's not quite as old as what you're talking, but that's what they've been doing, is passing that down and that down and that down.
That's cool.
And they would do the same thing. And the cool thing with that one is there's kind of two parts of it, which is the porcelain itself, which is a bit of an artwork, is just to get that material to get porcelain to behave in that way, and to go through the baking process, and you got to temper and cure and all of this stuff. That's kind of an artwork in and of itself. And then they would hand paint everything. Oh, wow. And I mean, they're really, really intricate pieces, and just super, super beautiful. And the two parts that are really cool with it are the artwork itself is unique to the artist. Okay. So they would all there's a theme. If you see it, you'd recognize it. It's all kind of the same idea. Yeah. But they're all unique. And so each one of them has their hidden signatures in them. Oh, that's cool. Says that this is so-and-so did this piece of art. The other thing that's really cool with it is that the paint doesn't turn blue until it goes through a baking process in the kiln. And so they're doing the inverted colors and doing weird stuff, and pre-planning how stuff is going to look before it's kind of that same thing of just this really small particular thing, plates, bowls, vases, none of it is overwhelming, but doing it in an overwhelming way, and just absolutely crushing and mastering that one little thing. So having seen it, now you're thinking back on the temple that you saw, as you're no kidding, that is cool.
Yeah. So when you when I saw it, I was like, wow, this is amazing. The I can definitely appreciate something that, architecture, I can definitely appreciate it. Yep. But then knowing the story behind it,
Yeah.
it just adds a layer of like, woo.
Yeah, it's super cool, right?
Whoa, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I don't know, just being taken off guard by how much effort people put into small things is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cool. And yeah, to have just a little piece of that to focus in on, like, go do a good job.
Yeah.
Go do whatever you're going to do, crush it. You know, I like that.
I joked with my my lead.
Uh-huh.
I was just like, because I kind of like gave him a tiny little primer of this episode.
Yeah.
Just like what I was talking about. He's like, and he agreed. He's like, yeah, people like that, like they're amazing. Like we need more like that, stuff like that. You know, here, people that take pride in their work. And I'm like,
Yeah.
And I was like, I can do that. Just I'll focus on this one task. And then we can hire somebody else for this other task. We have like 30 different tests. We can have 30
different people and they all do one thing. Give us 30 years and we'll all be really
like,
good at it.
I'll be an expert in this one thing.
My good night.
And he just looked at me.
It's like, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant, Daniel. Oh, I love that.
But that's what I got to you for you, Takumi.
I like that.
The story of Masters.
That's really, really cool. And I bet that's one of those things that feels like, now that I've heard of it and I've learned about that, I'm going to see it kind of everywhere.
Oh,
that'll be fun.
I see, like, one thing that I see all the time, or at least notice more, that I've gone through because of these episodes, birds. I notice them a lot more now. Maybe I don't recognize them, but I definitely keep an eye out for them.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, the triangles on the streets, the
shark teeth,
the shark teeth
or whatever they call.
Yeah, I notice them all the time now.
I told you,
all the time. And I even the other day, I think my wife and I were walking, and there were some cars coming, and I just kept walking. And she's like, "Daniel, what are you doing?" I'm like, they got to slow down. I don't.
That's another reference to the fish doorbell follow-up.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, the problem is, Daniel, is not all the drivers know that.
Oh, I know.
I think your wife had a point. Man.
But in a legal case, I think I would win that one.
Yeah. Your legs would hurt. But yeah, I'm going to keep my eyes out for other little examples of this, and maybe not even 30 years, but just recognizing craftsmanship.
Yep.
And kind of putting at least a little bit of that into my career and my everyday life.
Yeah, exactly.
You could take that with you.
Oh yeah. We're going to be Takumi at D&D here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it's been a fun one. I love talking to you, McKyler, even if it's, just a conversation or a very educated one. Guys, I did a lot of research on this one, or at least I felt like I did a lot of research.
You watched a movie.
I watched a movie. I read a lot. It was really fun. I think you guys should go out there and do your own research because it's fun. It's whenever you find a topic
go
that
down
you
the rabbit
like,
hole.
It's fun.
It's so satisfying.
So, guys, I did my own research, but you guys should go do yours too. Stay curious.
Takumi noises.
I was like, what? Where are you?
My brain was clicking. That's what that sound was.
Hey everybody, we just like to take a moment to thank everybody out there that has thus far supported us. We do all these recordings and we love doing it. We have fun doing it, but we are paying out of our own pocket, but it does help when people like Liz D, Seth T, Irvin H, DaDog, Miles T, and Kirk K help us make this little podcast a reality and, lighten the load a little bit. So thank you from both of us and all of the fans. Thank you for helping us make this a reality. And if you guys want to help be part of the Doing Learning crew, you can do so by going to www.patreon.com/Doing Learning. I don't know why I said www.